A few weeks ago, I made a video where I ranked 11 travel credit cards from best to worst. And in that video, I included 2 credit cards that I have never talked about on this channel: the Wells Fargo Autograph Card and the Bank of America Premium Rewards Elite Card. And in the comments, a few of you guys mentioned that I forgot to talk about the USBank Altitude Reserve Card. So today, we're going to cover those 3 credit cards and talk about why you might want to consider adding them to your wallet. These 3 cards surprised me, and I'm even considering adding one of them to my wallet. So stick around until the end to see which one I'm considering. And if you're new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this in the future. Let's start off by talking about the Wells Fargo Autograph Card. The Autograph Card is an entry-level travel credit card with no annual fee, making this card a great option for someone who's looking to get into travel credit cards without spending any money. In my credit card ranking video, I put this card into the B tier. I'm going to put this card in B tier because of the multipliers, no annual fee, and the potential of transfer partners in the future. This card offers a welcome bonus of 20,000 points after spending $1,000 in the first 3 months of card ownership. These points are going to be worth $200, as Wells Fargo points are valued and redeemable at 1 cent per point. Now, the Autograph Card offers some pretty strong point multipliers for a card with no annual fee. You're going to earn 3x back on restaurants, travel including airfare, hotels, rental cars, cruises, and more, gas stations, transit including subways, parking, ride shares, tolls, and more, popular streaming services, and cell phone plans. Then 1x back on everything else. These multipliers are usually only found on cards with annual fees, like the American Express Green Card, which has a $150 annual fee, or when you combine cards together like the Chase Freedom Flex and Unlimited. Now, when it comes to using these points, you're going to have 2 main options: cashback or in the Wells Fargo Travel Portal. If you take your rewards in the form of cash back, it will be at a rate of 1 cent per point, meaning 20,000 points is equal to $200. And inside of the Wells Fargo Travel Portal, you'll find a similar story. You'll be able to redeem your points at a rate of 1 cent per point for flights, hotels, and rental cars. The Autograph Card also offers cell phone protection, auto rental collision and damage waiver, travel and emergency service assistance, and roadside dispatch, along with access to the luxury hotels collection through Visa Signature. Keep in mind, this card has no annual fee. Now, I think this card is great, but when the recently confirmed Autograph Journey card drops, this card will possibly become a lot more powerful. Hopefully, we will be able to combine these points together and use them on the Autograph Journey card, because the Autograph Journey card is coming with transfer partners. And as I've mentioned in the past, transfer partners is where we can get the best redemptions. Next up, let's talk about the Bank of America Premium Rewards Elite Card. This card has the potential to be a great premium travel credit card, but is missing one key benefit. So let's dive in and talk about all that this card has to offer. In my ranking video, I put this card in the C tier, but without transfer partners and low base multipliers, I'm gonna have to put this card in the C tier. Transfer partners are where we can find 3, 4, 5 cents per point or better, which is why it's a huge deal to be able to have them when booking a trip. The Premium Rewards Elite Card has a $550 annual fee and a current welcome offer of 75,000 points after spending $5,000 in the first 90 days of card ownership. These points are going to be worth 1 cent per point, which makes this welcome offer worth $750. On this card, you're going to earn 2x back on dining and travel, then 1.5x back on everything else. Now, I think these multipliers are extremely low considering the annual fee. However, there is the possibility to earn a lot more points if you are a Bank of America Premium Rewards member. Premium Rewards is a rewards program that offers different tiers of status and benefits at each of those tiers. Those tiers are Gold, which requires $20,000 to $50,000 in combined balances in Bank of America accounts. Platinum, requiring $50,000 to $100,000. Platinum Honors, which requires $100,000 to $1 million. And Diamond, which requires $1 to $10 million. These are pretty steep tiers, but one benefit that these tiers offer is additional points when spending on one of your Bank of America cards. With Gold tier, you'll earn an additional 25% more points, meaning 2.5x back on travel and dining and 1.87 back on everything else. Platinum tier earns 50% more points, meaning 3x back on travel and dining and 2.25x back on everything else. And Platinum Honors and Diamond earn 75% more points, which means 3.5x back on travel and dining and 2.62x back on everything. These are still not great multipliers if you consider how much cash you have to have with Bank of America to actually get these statuses. Now let's take a look at annual credits that this card offers, because it's not always about multipliers. First up, you're going to receive a $300 airline incidental credit for things like seat upgrades, lounge access fees and passes, baggage fees, and in-flight services. The terms and conditions do state that this credit cannot be used for airline tickets, but seat upgrades and lounge access is a nice touch. You'll also receive a $150 annual lifestyle convenience credit for video streaming, food deliveries, fitness subscriptions, and rideshare services. Then finally, you'll receive a $100 TSA PreCheck or Global Entry credit. Now, if you're able to make use of the $300 airline credit as well as the $150 lifestyle credit, you're going to lower your effective annual fee down to $100. You're also going to have access to some additional perks, including a 20% savings when you redeem your points for airfare through the Bank of America travel portal. For example, if I found a flight that cost 10,000 points, it would actually only cost me 8,000 points with this card. This gives you a cent per point redemption of 1.2 cents per point on all flights, which is slightly better than my standard redemption threshold of 1 cent per point. The Platinum Rewards Elite card also offers 4 complimentary and unlimited Priority Pass Select memberships to lounges in that network. And finally, you'll have the option to take your rewards as cash back if you would like. That will be at a rate of 1 cent per point. So the one major downfall of this card, in my opinion, is the lack of transfer partners. At the moment, I don't believe there are any plans out there to add transfer partners to this card. So I don't know if I can fully justify this card for the long term. This card is great in the first year if you can take use of all of the credits. With the 75,000 point welcome offer worth $750, the $300 airline credit, and the $150 lifestyle credit, you're going to get value of $1,200 in the first year. And if we subtract the annual fee from that, you'll still have a positive $650. But in year 2 and beyond, you're only going to get an effective annual fee of $150, at which point it might make a little more sense to downgrade this card to the regular Premium Rewards card, because that card has an annual fee of only $95. And finally, let's take a look at the USBank Altitude Reserve card. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I have not given this card a lot of attention in the past. However, there's a lot here, and I wish I had covered this card sooner. I didn't include this card in my tier list video, but if I had, I think I would put it in B tier for sure and possibly A tier. The USBank Altitude Reserve has a nicely priced $400 annual fee and a current welcome offer of 50,000 points, which is worth $750. These points are going to be worth a little bit more because USBank points are worth 1.5 cents as a base, which is a standout benefit for this card. Here's why. Take a look at the points multipliers. You're going to earn 5x back on prepaid hotels and rental cars booked directly through the Altitude Reward Center, 3x back on eligible travel and mobile wallet payments, then 1x back on everything else. But with a base rate of all of these points being worth 1.5 cents, we can actually look at these multipliers as 7.5x back on hotels and rental cars, 4.5x back on mobile wallet payments, and 1.5x back on everything. That right there makes this a really great option to earn a lot of points fast. And mobile wallet payments can be used in so many places, in person and online. Now, to help us offset the annual fee, USBank gives us a $325 credit for eligible travel purchases, dining, takeout, restaurants, and deliveries. This is a great credit because it's so flexible. If we are able to use the credit in full, we can bring our effective annual fee on this card down to just $75. And I think it's super easy to justify that annual fee based on how many points we can earn. You're also going to receive a Priority Pass Select membership with 8 visits each year, and this card has no foreign transaction fee. You'll also have access to the Visa Infinite Luxury Hotels collection. I think out of all 3 of these cards, this card, the Altitude Reserve, has the best perks and benefits. I also think it's the best card for the long term. You just can't beat the multipliers and earning potential of this card. Because more places are becoming mobile payment friendly, you can almost think of that 3x back on mobile payments as 3x back on everything, which will be incredible. So to answer the question, which card am I considering? Well, that's going to be the USBank Altitude Reserve card. The points earning categories are pretty hard to beat. I would love to hear 3 things from you. Do you have any of these cards? How long have you had them? And does it make sense for you in the long term? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to see more videos like this in the future. I'll see you next time.